Hello hopeful friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Della from the Court of Hope, Cornwall, and this is the final instalment of the 100 Day Project 2025. You may remember last time I did any filming, it was prior to Listcard Relay for Life 2025, and I've been incredibly busy with that. I have been doing my little hexagons every day, cutting them out, but I didn't glue them together and I didn't put them on the page. So a couple of days ago I started to finish that off and rectify that and put them on the pages, and here they are. So now I have 14 pages with 7 hexagons on each page, making a total of 98. Plus, of course, I'm going to do the front cover and the back cover, giving me 100. I haven't counted these as hexagons, these are just the pages. At the beginning, I created this just as a layout for my videos, and I use gold around the edge, and I said I might use it inside the cover, and I have. So here's the original cover I'm going to use, and that'll be the inside cover. Now, how am I going to decorate this and the back cover? Well, do you remember I was making all those spares as I went along? That's where this comes into play. So these are about half of the spares that I had, and I've measured out the centre, and I'm going to spend a fun 5 minutes or so working out where I want to put these, and then I shall stick them down with my trusty PVA. I know I definitely want the St Piran Cornish flag in the middle, but apart from that I really don't mind, so I'm just going to play. It was fun and didn't take too long. As you can see, it's not completely balanced, but I don't mind that. I like it quite higgledy-piggledy and random. It is a patchwork after all. And as you can see, I am going to have to cut some of these in half to make my hexagon, but I don't mind that because I can use those for the back page. So on with the gluing. There we are, all glued down. Lots of fun, lots of sticky mess. And I have some little half hexies here to use on the back if I need them, or for another project I have an idea for. So I'm going to move on to the back cover now, and while that's happening I'm going to weigh this down with one of my hexagon tiles just to stop it popping up. So on to the next piece. So there's my rough layout for the back page. Time to glue again. So that's the back cover, and once again I'm going to weigh that down with one of my tiles, and that can dry while I do the next part. And I had just about the right amount. I've just got these left, which can go back into my little save it pot. I do have lots of gold and black and white papers left over, so they can be made into hexagons for my other project. They're away for now. Now I'm going on to the binding part, and hopefully you remember that 2025 is the year of use what you have. And what I have is plenty of black card. This is A4 220 GSM. So it's a nice card. It's been fine for these. I'm not sure if it's thick enough or well, thick enough, strong enough for a binding. So I'm thinking I might, on a smaller scale, fold over and glue that down and then punch holes. So I have 3 layers of black card. What do you think? Well, I'm going to do it anyway. So you can let me know what you think afterwards, but I've already done it. And I think I can probably get, I bet I can only get 2. Yes, I can. Never mind. Always have uses for black cards here. I'm going to do a bit of fiddling, I think, because there's going to be a lot of talking to myself or thinking to myself. Back in a while. Right, after a lot of playing about, I've decided to try 5 inches by 2 inches, which is, come on brain, I can usually do this, 5 centimetres by 12.5-ish centimetres. Like that, and then that's the right size, and then I'm going to place my ruler at the halfway mark and somewhere in my tools, here it is. I have a dotting tool, so I'm going to score that lightly. This didn't sound likely, but I promise it was likely. Fold that in half. And yeah, I think that will fit quite nicely over there. So I'll have a triple layer on each one. It will also mean that the seam side, or the binding side, is slightly thicker. So when I have some papers that are a little bit thicker, that'll give it a bit of room, so they shouldn't get too squashed. And then I can punch the holes in there. So I need to make 14 of these. Here we go. Here we are. I managed to get 14 out of 2 A4 pages, which is pretty good. So the next job is to glue either side around the left-hand side of each of my hexagon pages. Let those dry, and then I can punch some holes in those. So that's going to take a while and take a while to dry. So it'll probably be much later this afternoon or evening by the time I've done the next bit. And I'm using another one of my tiles, so I don't get glue on my lovely black and gold, hemline gold mat. Why has it gone the other way? That's it. I'm doing that by eye, that doesn't matter. Fold that down. One down, 13 more to go. It's several hours later and they're all dry. I'm pleased about. And I have my monster of a hole punch here. I'm going to line it up so that they're level. That's that one. And that's the back page. So over it goes. I've already done the others, put the holes in, and I've used these binder rings. So I just need to add the last one. Now, I know these are rather large, but they're actually the smallest ones I have. And this is year of use what you have, so I can't buy any smaller ones. I have seen some gold ones, but no, not on my budget. But what it means is this book can be opened fully without any bending of the pages, so it won't crack where I've glued it down. And it also means that, should I wish to, I can add some more pages. And I might do that at some point. Or what I might do, which I'm thinking of at the moment, is next year. Well, no, probably not next year, but maybe the year after, for the 100-day project, I might do the other side to make it full. Now, will I manage to find another 100 different pages, different designs, different papers? I probably could if I stuck to the geometric shapes, because I could do circles, couldn't I? And then I would have to do something on the back page and one more thing. Maybe another page there, and it could flip the other way, so I could put the year outside and then start that way. That might be quite nice, mightn't it? Yes, I think I like that idea. Although that heart would be upside down. Never mind. So, I hope those of you who've been watching along have enjoyed that. I definitely have. It's been a labour of love. So it just goes to show that you can do something every single day, even if it's just cutting out a piece of a chocolate biscuit. Now that's the last time I had any chocolate. No, that's a fib. I had some at Easter. So that was the last one before Lent, wasn't it? God, that seems a long time ago. Anyway, I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Hope you have too. Please give me a comment at the bottom. Like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all very soon with another project. Meanwhile, stay hopeful. Bye.